Hi, this is Caroline with the three little kittens. I am getting close to like the finished project. So here you're getting a real sneak peek of a flip through. I'm going page by page actually. So right here I'm just cutting up the book along with one extra page there. And I decided that I'm going to make it a 3-ring journal. Um, So with that, I have to cut every page. If it was sewing it in, I'd be leaving the pages in. But I figure that the pages that I don't need, like this little book, this little paper here with the lamb and things on it, if it doesn't really go with it, I don't have to use it. So I don't have to get the whale and things because I'm cutting the papers in two, and the other side that I don't need, I can just put it to the side. So I'm just using one sheet, and they're not going to see multi of the same. Like if you're keeping it and folding it, you're seeing the same page on the other side. But this way, you're only using that one sheet. So I like that idea for especially for this one. Um, I want to try to get in as many different colors as I can, so when you cut it, then you don't really need it. I'm going to use this as a cover for the inside, and I'm measuring it out to the size, just the size of the book, just with the book. So I cut it and I glue it down. So it's nice and no brown. It's got a real low key color to it. Colors do get brought into it, but not at the beginning. I like the book is old, the page is old. It's last copyrighted on this one was 1975, so it's old. This is just a thing that for coloring, the pages for coloring. This was the cover of it, and I decided to put this nice little paw print on the wording part of it. Now, anytime you use a lot of glue, stick glue for the whole page, and you make sure that there's glue all over, because if you don't, there's going to be air bubbles and it will dry and it'll have this, bubbly effect on your paper. You use your bone score, and it will press out the glue all through the pages. So it's important to have something to make sure you push that glue around and get it glued to the paper you're gluing it to. That is a snowplow going down the road. If you heard that noise, yes, we have snow again. I don't know what that groundhog was thinking, but we have a lot of snow here again now. It melted all away. Thought early spring was coming. I actually went out and moved a few things around the garden, but now it's snow. It came, and yeah, almost like a snowstorm. The kids had the day off from school. So there it is. I just made a little bit of paper writing space underneath this. This was the inside of that coloring book, butterflies. So I thought I would just use that first of all, right off bat, show you that there's a little paw prints and hiding the little mouse. So you don't see the mouse, but now you're going to pay attention to that mouse more because I'm drawing attention to him because there's a mouse under there. And the mouse shows up in the pages of the book. You can follow the story of the mouse and what he's up to. So this is from a big page from the nursery rhyme. It's the same story. So I thought I'd just cut off the words and use it as a nice little pocket on this white page. Keep the page white instead of trying to glue it up. And there, that works. Cute little illustration on that one. Looks so real. Little kittens all dressed up in their little petticoats. Well, they're not petticoats. Anyway, so on we go. So now this is the other side. I'm going to put a brown paper in between that page, and that way to draw attention to the mother on the side. So I'm trimming up my coffee dyed paper that I made, and as I measure it out, so I got to measure it to the size of the page. So when you flip it, there it is. You can see the mother cat, and that's gonna be just on its own. It's not gonna be glued down. And then there's something going in the pocket. So this is the back side of that one now, and we're going on, like I say, page to page. And the next one is the music paper, where I have my little bunny rabbits, and I'm just playing with little things and seeing where it will go. So this one takes a little bit of time and thinking, because because I don't know what I want to do. So I find little things and I say, yeah, that's good. That's nice and little pocket there, and the blue with the flowers that draws in. That's good, and it brings up the blue flowers on the other side. But I thought that maybe if I put a little something on, this is from my nursery rhyme page, a couple of little cats, and I thought that I put one of the cats on that page. And to put it on, I thought I'll put music there. So that's why I decided to bring the music from the other page over to this side. And the blue flowers from the bunny rabbit brings the blue from the blue page to the other side. So I like trying to keep it even, keep the flow, like a better flow than if it was fighting against each other. It's not fighting against each other. The blues are this here. And here comes spring. So we'll bring in another thought that it's springtime. And my boys were famous for losing or forgetting their mittens when it became spring because they didn't need them all day. In the morning when they went to school, they had to have their mittens on because it was cold in the morning. But by dinner time, the sun was out and it was warm. They didn't use their mittens, so they usually came home from school without mittens. The next morning, another pair of mittens had to go on their hands. So I had a lot of mittens down at the school. I would say, why don't you pick up some of those mittens and bring them back home to me because I was always buying mittens. But this is how, they lose their mittens because it's spring. So this is the back side of the music. My camera died, and I didn't get to show you this little bit, but I put a little envelope there and decorated it and all that little kitten and the little birds and a little bit of gold on it. And here I am showing you that I made a template for Zine, and the shape is in a mitten. So this is how I want to make sure that it worked first before I cut up my nice coffee dyed paper. And in the shape of a mitten, I do trim it again later because I just getting the shape there now. And yeah, I try to round off that thumb a little bit more and stuff. But here it is. Ding, 1, 2, 3 sets of mittens. So that's perfect because there's 3 little kittens, lost their mittens. And if you notice, the mittens are purple, green, and red. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just put a little bit of ribbon on the side and on the end, of purple. That is really purple. It shows, I don't know, maybe blue there, but it's purple. And yeah, and just decorating the little cuffs of the mittens. Now I do have another idea for the mittens. They're not finished. I would like for it to be writing space, but I have one more thing to add to it, or maybe another thing for the front to decorate the front of the mitten, and maybe the back on the other one of the mitten. We'll see how that goes. But for today, I'm just putting in the ribbons. I was going to cut it, to fit to both sides, and then I thought, well, wait a minute, because they're like strings tied to each mitten. And that's what I did to my boys, ran a string through their jacket. After a while, Mom got smart. Let's not lose any more mittens here. So this is it. This is what the string is like. I didn't cut it, and so like the fold is there. So that makes it cute too. And a little bit of bling red, so the red mitten. You see that? And you just fold it, and there it is. There's the red, and the last one would be the green. So I had found whatever I could use, right? So this is I have to cut the green here and get that to fit in. And I'm placing it one above the other so you can always see the 3. There they are, 3 of them together. Isn't that cute? Good idea. What? You like that one? And the green. There it is. Yay! 3 little mittens. Now, like I say, I do shape it up again, and I think I go in again one more time when I'm flipping through it again. I'm trying to get that shape without actually like cutting it, but there it is, like a nice mitten. You can tell it's mittens. And there they are. All right. And they will go in that a nice little envelope that I made with the music paper. There's a little writing space. So I did for Life is Good and a kitten and birds and a little bit of gold bling. Now on the other side, I had put the page, instead of keeping the whole page, I glued it to this blue paper because the other side didn't mean anything to the story. And now I'm just measuring up the papers to the page. Nice coffee dyed paper. Coffee dyed paper on the lined paper, it made the blue ink from the lines come out. And so I'm carrying on. I have a lot of papers already cut, and this is a vellum. That was a vellum paper with little silver flowers on it. I thought I'd cover up her spanking the child. And now I just put two papers together, glued them together with the glue stick, laid another piece of brown paper next, and now I'm doing a nursery rhyme page, and I'm just measuring out with the storybook paper. Just clipping it down and using my scissors, so I'll be exact when I get to the other side, which is just very thin line between the edges. But I wanted to move the paper over into the middle of that nursery rhyme picture so you can see the full picture. So I'm just trimming it up to measure in the page. And this is the nursery rhyme. The cat chases the mouse under the chair. Now with that nursery rhyme, there's words on the back that I have to cover up. And I have the three little kittens again from another nursery rhyme book, and I'm going to cut the page off and lined it up onto the nursery rhyme page. So there's the mama cat in her kitchen with her pie, and the little kittens I'll put on the back. So basically I'm going to cut off the words and rearrange the two to cover up the nursery rhyme page. Now the mother part will be glued with a glue stick, fully glued stick, and nice and glued down, and the kittens will be just with liquid glue, around so you can make a pocket. Sorry, my camera has died and memory is full, and so it's a little bit chopped up, but I'm putting it back to a white backing paper, and it's the birds from the snow. So I'm gonna make it a big tuck, and where it's all white, it's fine because it's snow. Isn't that a beautiful picture of the birds? And here's the backing of it, matches the paper for the story, another paper and dyed paper. And now I have a big nursery rhyme, hey diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle. I'm just measuring it out against the paper of the book. There's the cat and the fiddle, and another one with the kitten looking in at the mice, so that's really nice. Bringing the mice into the story again, and it goes nice with the brown dyed paper and the blue and the cat, all perfect. And here we have some nice paw prints all across, red and all colors of paw prints. So I'm going to make this a big pocket. So I have some nursery rhyme papers still nice and big, and I have a few left over. And instead of making it another page, I'm going to make it so you can put it into your hands. So just glue around the sides and make a little hole there so you can see it's a pocket. And here's the nursery rhymes that I have left over. There's a beautiful cat there, and the little doggy was lost, so that goes with the story. Few papers that was already cut. Now here's another page from the nursery rhyme. It's from the same story of the other one, who was the kittens were crying and the mother was there. And I'm going to make it a big pocket for this blue paper. I'm just using the page from the story to, so I can measure it out. Sometimes I bring out the trimmer when it's just big long paper is hanging over, and I cut that up, and that's beautiful. And there's the blue paper now, and the kittens and the mother will go on to this blue paper. So again, I'm just going to just cut it around, cut the words off, trim it up, and glue it to that. And then I have to find something to put inside. Gotta mind how many pockets I make, because then I gotta put it in. I just made a big pocket for a nursery rhyme, and this is another kind of a big pocket. So, but I'll have fun making things, I guess. And now we're coming to the end. The mouse is there, and I just got a yellow film that will just be a page that you'll flip back and forth to hide the little mouse. And here's all the papers done. Now the cover, this last one is not finished, so I have to glue, stick glue, lots of stick glue, and then use my bone folder to, really press it in on the page. Put those flowers right. I like to have the rose hanging down over. And this paper I saved for the cover is the 3 little kittens and then the clothesline. So I'm just going to fussy cut these out and put them on the covers. A little bit of ink on that. I might put some music notes. It looks like they're singing. But then there's that first film page that will cover it up. And on the back there's the clothesline. I'm not fussing. I'm not going to play with it too much. This is perfect that the mittens are not colored in, because then you can color them in. They hung them on the line of the colors if you wish. And there it is. There's all the papers. Now I have, like I say, I have big nursery rhyme pages that I can play with. And instead of fitting this one into a pocket, I wanted to put it in a little envelope and make it a flip somewhere. So there's the little boy blue. Come blow your horn. So where is he? Where is that little boy blue? I wanted to keep the words where is the little boy blue, because like where's my mittens. So yeah, I just trim them up, put a needle through, make the hole, and put the brad there, nice little yellow flower to match the straw. And there he is, a little boy blue. I have no space for this right now, but I'm going to just leave it and fill it in later. Try to find a place later for him, along with the more nursery rhyme papers that I have. So I thank you very much for watching. Come again for the big flip through. Be soon. Bye for now.